Hello. So today I am going to give a demo on Spring Boot and Git Bitbucket and RestController. So the first thing is that first we have to know what is a Spring Boot and Spring. So Spring is a framework of Java to create a or to build a web application. Spring is very useful for that. It is very easy to build application by using a Spring and Spring Boot. So we are going to talk about the Spring Boot and other things. So first we are going to open our STS. Then we first uh, so okay, here here we are going to make one folder. Project. Opening this, launch it. So this is our Spring tool suite. So first we create a Spring Boot starter project. So first we have to go for start.spring.io. From here we make a Spring Boot project. So like here is a project, the Maven build tool. Then we use your language Java, com.example. Here we took a demo, abstract demo, name demo. So here we PR Spring Boot project. So we just Spring project 1. So then we have to add a dependency here. So for first we have to web Spring Web, and then we generate, and then we open, we cut this file, go to the folder, here in project, we paste it. Okay, then okay, get this path. Then here we simply import a project. So Maven, it is an existing project, so we check and we just simply paste it, the link. Okay, then finish. Here is our first project of Spring Boot. Now you can see it is building. Then this, it says a Spring Boot project. It's Maven, Java programming, and then Spring Boot. So in that, here is our Spring Boot application project. It gives by Spring Boot automatically. We not create this class and codes. it is given by us. So Spring Boot. So if we want to run this project, so there is two way that first we have to compile, then we have to run this project. So first we use first command. By using maven command we can run this program. So clean package, by using this command we just clean existing jar files, and then we create a new jar we create a new jar files, and we get, after that we just have to run a project. So that's why there is one command, java jar, and then the file name dot jar. Okay, this is the way we can run our program. And the second way is like in IDE itself we just run a command like uh, MUN is not important for, because it is built in. So in IDE we just have to run clean spring boot colon run. This is a command that we have to run. So just copy it, go to the IDE, go to the project, run as maven build, just paste it and run the program. So as we see, the program is running. Compiled successfully. Okay. It says it is running on 8080 port. So first of all we have to okay, here is the first program that we are running. So we have to just close it, then we go, we just run again, refresh. We have to refresh this file. So first we refresh it, then run and build, uh, clean spring boot dash run. We just skip the tests and then run it again. Project is running. Project is run. Oh yeah, what is the error? Okay, the failure. Already is in use. So we just clear check where the program is running, or we have to change the port number of that program. So then we just go to the resource application properties, and then we just change the port is equals to 8081. We simply run the program. I think port is not change. So how to check the port? Okay, for that we just go to ChatGPT and search how to change the port of Spring Boot. Okay, server dot port. Okay, we just use this property in application properties. Here we all uh, here we use all the properties about of like we say like we say if we want to add a properties about the database we can add here, and Spring Boot properties for if we want to add, then we just add in application dot properties. So 8080, then okay, 8081 okay, and then we run the command clean Spring Boot run skip states run. Here we go. Our program is starting on 8081. So we just go to browser and localhost. This is not 81818080 here. So like we get a whiteable error. This is not error. Like we say if we add some port HTTP. So for that if any we get a error message like reload page is not found, but it is not giving like page is not found error, so it is a white label error. So for that we just go to our Spring Boot application, and then we here is a static folder where we create one file of html. So index.html. Okay, finish. Here we write hi, welcome. Okay, so we just save it, and then we reload this. Not is happening, so we okay, in paragraph we kept this, and then run again the command. We stop the program, and then we run. Hi, welcome. So our program Spring Boot project is running successfully. So then, like we all know, uh, so so if suppose someone is working on UI and some team is working on backend, and so that if we want to means like we can say if few peoples are working on a dot class or a dot class file parallelly, okay, to uh, work parallelly on a same project for developing features or functionality. There is one tool like version control system. So what is version control? Version control is like version control tool is it is a Git and then GitHub and GitLab, Bitbucket. That's all the version control tools. So to work on same project parallelly, we have to uh, work on bucket list. Using bucket list, we can work on here is a bucket list. So that in bucket list we add our project repository, and just we have to simply create a project, and here we can give the project name like project 2, and it is a private project, so we create the project 2. Then we simply add this project to Bitbucket. For that we have to create a repository, and the repository uh, name we give spring 1, right? Spring pr1, like I'm we are going to giving this name spring pr1, and then we just create a repository. After creating a repository, we make a clone. Okay, but we are not working on the IDE project that we make. So for that we have to just create one clone. So there is one three commands of Git to deploy a code on cloud. In on do a Bitbucket we can say that. So first is Git clone command, then Git add command, then Git commit command, then Git push command. By using these four commands, we simply push our project to the cloud, like to local host, local machine to in cloud. in Bitbucket. So first we have to uh, we have to clone and clone in a source tree, and we just simply open a source tree. Here here is a source tree where uh, so we can if we want to change the location of that clone file, so we just go to the browser, then where we want to change the location, we just put it here. Practicals, there is a sync folder. In that we have to sync the all the, so in that we just simply add a spring one project name, then create a folder, and then open, we use a clone, making a clone of that project. It is making a clone. Okay, look here, here is, there is nothing to commit, so open Explorer. Here is a git, and there is not nothing is there. So first uh, we have to go to our id, then okay then we have to open properties, then we have to go this folder file, from that uh, here is a project spring one. We simply have to copy these folders and paste it into the sync folder. So we all copy, but we don't, okay, we, and then we don't want target and setting file because it is generated by IDE, so we don't want, so we don't take it in. Why? We copy this and simply we go to our spring sync folder and just simply paste it and replace destination. Okay. as we see as we see in, okay in source tree, the files is automatically added. So the first step is completed, like we just clone a file, and then we have to add git command. So we can add, first we have to add all the files into source tree. So stage all the files are added. Then we have to comment this, the next, the add is completed, then the next command is commit. So then we have to commit this all the files to the Bitbucket, so that, no, we are not to commit the that files, so we have to use a command, git comment commit. Here is this. So before committing anything, we have to just add some information about what we added. so that it is very needed for recognizing to the our teammates to what you did, and so that it is important. So first we just write some message, uh, initiate initiated start dot spring io and added index dot html file. Okay, then simply we just commit, just it is just going, and it is just we see the committees here, but it is not going to the cloud. It is not going to, like we open our bucket list, it is not going to in bucket list. So as we run the program, see, there is nothing. So that's if we want to uh, if we want our project to the cloud, so we just have to commit that files, push that files to the bucket list. So we just use a push okay, push command. So it pushes all the files to the cloud. So as we go on our bucket list, when just simply we refresh it, here we go, we got all the files on cloud. So this is the way we use bucket list, and git commands are that, and source tree. mm, uh, so if we want to change our project, means some changes, then we are not going to doing any changes in our IDE project. We have to change in our uh, sync folder project clone. We have to change in clone. So we just simply delete this project, then we just import a existing project. Here we add the sync folder. Oh no, we just copy this URL and just simply go and paste it here, and just open. Now we have to run this project on ours in our browser. So go to the run as maven build, fire command, clean spring boot run, skip the tests, run. It is running. So it is running on 8081 port, because we changes the port of Tomcat. So that we go to the new tab. Here we just okay, this is our project is running on. So if you want to change, so like what is REST API controller? So now we are talking about REST API controller. So like we know, if someone is working on front end and someone is working on back end, in in they are doing a different projects. So if we connect the if you want to connect this front end and back end, so we have to use a REST APIs. To REST APIs, we connect the front end and back end. So for that there is layers to connect the front end and back end. The first layer is controller, then service layer is there, and then DAO layer is there. Here here we write a database related. Here we write a business logic, and here we write a routing. So for that, when client friend make some request, then first it goes to the controller, and the controller send this to the service layer, and service layer is sent to DAO. If there is any database, then it will send to the DAO, and DAO, from DAO it is go to the database, and from database it will gives the response about what was what the queries, or what thing that he like we then database gives the response to the DAO, and DAO give the response to the service layer, and service layer gives a response to the controller, and controller gives to the front end, and we get a response. So this is a process of working in front end and back end. Like uh, um, uh, uh, this is the way to the front end and back end is works on these layers. So when now we are creating some packages here. So we first create spring dot. Here service controller. Okay. First thing, for Spring Boot application, we have to add all the packages inside the DAO folder, demo folder. So we have to create package here. Okay. Then simply we create a class for add two numbers using REST APIs. In that, we use a REST controller. Okay. Then we add some method public int add integer num1 comma integer num2, then return num1 plus num2. Okay, for getting value from user, so we use at the rate param rest request param at the rate request param. So system sum, then we go to the refactor and then extract local variable name is sum. Okay, and then this we put this statement after. Just save it and just go to the browser, open, and for getting the output we have to add the endpoint, then question mark, and then request. For request num1 equals to 10 and num2 equals to 20, and just hit. It is a white table error. So why we get this? Because it is not finding add explicitly. Okay, from ChatGPT we get the code. ChatGPT simply open and then give me controller program of adding number in Spring Boot. Here is the code. We just copy this to the Spring Boot. We simply just here we have to add class. Rename here it is. डेमोच्या मध्ये बीच में रहना चाहिए. So we just save the program, go to here and just copy this endpoint, paste it here. Simply this is the way to print any addition using a REST controller. From that we connect two applications using a REST APIs, different applications. So to okay, this is for all.